Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and in this video I'm going to talk about 14 reasons you should buy Sony Xperia Z3 and 5 reasons you should not buy Sony Xperia Z3. We have done a separate complete video review where we have tested the audio quality, video quality, gaming and benchmarks on this phone. So do check out the other videos as well. I'm leaving the links in the description section below as well as towards the end of the video, so you can check out the other videos in the playlist. I'll start with this video with the reasons to buy this phone and then we'll switch to the reasons to not buy. I'll start with the reason number 1, which is that this is the best performing phone available in the market. This is among the top few phones that you can get with the kind of performance that it delivers. It gives you an amazing score of 41,000 plus on Antutu and gives you perfect score on graphics benchmark. But it is not only about scores, it is very well when it comes to gaming. It performs very well, it is very fast and is really well performing in terms of the flagship phones that we have tested so far. Reason number 2 to buy Sony Xperia Z3 is the design, build and the feel of the phone in hand. It is very sleek, just over 7mm in terms of thickness. It is fairly lightweight for a 5.2-inch device, just around 150 grams. Gives you a nice 5.2-inch display in an easy to use form factor. It can be used with one hand if required. It is comfortable to use with two hands as well as one hand. Looks very premium, uses all metal on the side and glass on the front as well as back. It is water resistant, waterproof, dust proof, so you can actually take it underwater in a swimming pool and do your video shots, selfies with this phone, and it produces some really amazing shots. Reason number 3 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the audio quality. Yes, the audio quality is something that was not the forte of Sony Xperia Z series devices, but with the Z3, the front firing speakers have gone really powerful and they produce some really clear and loud audio. Let me quickly give you a sample of the same. It also comes with some audio enhancement features which are provided under the settings. Reason number 4 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the additional settings to enhance the audio experience. You can select the kind of headphones that you are using and it will optimize the music for that. It will also give you options to enhance the compressed audio files in a proper way. It will upscale the audio quality to give you a much pleasing as well as better experience. You can also enable the S-Force front surround, which will enable the surround sound effect from the front stereo speakers. Reason number 5 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the camera quality that it delivers. It comes with a powerful 20.7 megapixel rear camera and a 2.2 megapixel front facing camera. The rear camera is really powerful and produces some really sharp results. It also comes with a lot of modes, which includes manual mode. It gives you an option of high range of ISO options. It gives you 4K super high definition video recording, background defocus, time shift burst to name a few, and it also is expandable. You can add more apps, which means you can add more features to the camera. Reason number 6 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is that it comes with a dedicated camera shutter key, which comes with a 2-stage action. What it means is that you can quickly press it to launch the camera, half press it, which is the first stage, to focus, and then full press it to click with a very sharp focus, because the focus is already locked when you half pressed it. This is something which you don't find on most smartphones and is a unique feature on the Sony Xperia Z3, which gives you a really good experience when it comes to photography. Reason number 7 is that this phone is IP68 dust and water resistant. You can take it in water for a depth of up to 1 meter for 30 minutes and it will not be damaged. You can take some interesting selfies inside water and do some underwater photography and use it in the shower if you prefer to. So it is a very versatile phone and can be used in rain, can be used in a swimming pool. So this is something which you don't find in many phones these days. With the Sony Xperia Z3, Sony has bumped up the display brightness much better compared to the previous versions of the Sony Xperia flagship. This is the maximum brightness, which is really bright, and you can tone it down if you want to, but it will give you some superb outdoor visibility, which means that the display will not go dull even in bright sunlight. Reason number 9 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the battery life. I just love the way it is performing. This not so heavy usage pattern, it is giving me a battery life of 2 days and higher. Right now it's on for around 1 day and 9 hours, and it is still around 39% battery left on this phone, which means that it's giving me 2 day plus of battery life on sparingly usage. In case I use it aggressively as my primary phone and keep it on for a long time or consume a lot of videos on this phone, it will still be able to give me 1 full day of battery life, which is tremendous for a smartphone. Reason number 10 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the user experience as well as the software user interface that it offers you. It runs on top of Android KitKat 4.4.4, which comes out of the box with this phone, and we expect that this is a flagship device and will be updated with the newer versions of Android which will be released, including the Android L. It gives you a clean, fast UI. The app drawer buttons and the overall iconography is very close to what we see on the Android KitKat, and it has been nice and very fluid in terms of performance when it comes to the overall software experience on this phone. You also get this customized pane where you can organize the application in your own order, most used order, etc., which gives you some extra flexibility of accessing the apps in the app drawer on a Sony Xperia Z3. Reason number 12 to buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is the pop-up applications. It gives you some applications which can be used in pop-up mode, just like a calculator. So if you want to do some quick calculation while you are using the browser, it will not be a problem because you can quickly take out the calculator app from this multitasking pane. Reason number 13 to go with a Sony Xperia Z3 is that it comes with a micro SD card support. You can add up to 128 GB micro SD card to this phone to expand the memory and carry a lot of multimedia on this phone without worrying about running out of memory space. Reason number 14, which is very interesting and may not be useful for all but is very interesting for me and other tech reviewers, is that it allows you to record screen, which means that you can record whatever you are watching live on the screen. Say you want to create a demonstration, a presentation, or you want to demonstrate an app or how to use a particular function on your smartphone, you can quickly create a screen recording of the same. This small pop-up comes up on top when you turn on the screen recording. Just hit this button, start the recording. Right now it is recording whatever I'm saying in front of you, and it is recording the screens that I'm opening. It is a very cool and intuitive way to demonstrate anything to anyone. I'll just stop this recording and show you how it looks like. So the recording has been saved and it's here, so I can play it back. Right now it is recording whatever I'm saying in front of you, and it is recording the screens that I'm opening. It is a very cool and intuitive way to demonstrate anything to anyone. After we have seen these 14 reasons to buy Sony Xperia Z3, let me give you 5 reasons to not buy Sony Xperia Z3. Before I go to reasons to not buy Sony Xperia Z3, I will tell you that I personally like this phone a lot and I would probably buy this because it gives you top-notch performance. But there are few things about this phone which are not so appealing or not so compelling to make you buy this phone. It is among the higher price bracket among the flagships and is as expensive as any other flagship, probably more. So the price of this phone is something which will make you not buy this phone. But it is not a deal breaker because it is not that bad if you are already planning to buy a flagship only. Reason number 2 to not buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is because the heating issue when it comes to 4K video recording has still not been solved, and it now gives you a warning beforehand before you start recording a 4K video. The phone does tend to heat, and the heat is concentrated somewhere around this region, probably because the CPU and graphics are here, and it tends to get heated up. So if you are recording a 4K video outdoors in hot sun, it may actually close the application and camera application until the phone cools down, and it will not allow you to record 4K videos. Reason number 3 to not buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is because it does not have a 2K display. Now with phones getting better and better display resolution, 2K displays are not uncommon on flagships. We expected a 2K display on the Sony Xperia Z3, but it is not there. So probably it is not one of the highest resolution phones, but I would say that it's not a deal breaker still, because the quality of display with the X Reality engine is still very appealing. But if you have to have a 2K display, this is not the right phone for you. Reason number 4, which is again not a deal breaker, is that it does not have a user removable battery. Some people prefer to have user removable batteries that you get on some of the phones like the LG G3, the Samsung Galaxy S5, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, etc. This one does not come with a user removable battery. It may be a deal breaker for some, but for me it is not. And reason 5 to not buy a Sony Xperia Z3 is very specific for Sony Xperia Z2 users. If you are already using a Sony Xperia Z2, I would not recommend you to go for a Sony Xperia Z3. Yes, it is a big improvement over the Z2, but it is not that big an improvement that you should totally upgrade to it. You can stick to the Sony Xperia Z2 and not upgrade to Z3. Probably wait for the next flagship, which comes with probably a 2K display and some more improvements and better features. However, if you don't have a Sony Xperia Z2 and anyways plan to buy a flagship from Sony Xperia Z3 is a very good choice to go with. If you want to purchase a Sony Xperia Z3 for yourself, I'm leaving some direct links in the description section below as well as on your screen, so do check out the links for the best deals on the Sony Xperia Z3. We have done a lot more videos with the complete review of the Sony Xperia Z3, as well as we have done a video on frequently asked questions about the Xperia Z3, so do check out the other videos as well. I'm leaving some direct links in the description section below this video as well as towards the end of the video, so do check out the playlist to get complete coverage of the Sony Xperia Z3 from Intellect Digest. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for more such videos and latest video updates from Intellect Digest, make sure you hit the subscribe button provided below this video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.